Ready to bring your camera movements to the next level? The Media Art Space has motorized gimbal rentals for students in designated classes who also request a departmental workshop. You'll start with the Moza Aircross 2, and if proven successful, the DJI Ronin RS2 will become available to you. There are some slight differences between the two, but the balancing principles are the same. This video is here as a step-by-step reminder to aid in your setup and balance of the Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera on the Moza Aircross 2. Be sure to be patient during your first few tries, as it may not go as smoothly as you'd hope. Plenty of practice before your shoot will help with future headaches during prep. When setting up, be sure your camera is ready to shoot. Remove the lens cap and add your SD card and batteries before you start balancing. Even small weight changes to the device will affect your balance. Your last addition to the camera is to place the L bracket plate to the bottom of the camera, trying to get as close to the center as possible. Make sure this is attached tightly without any wiggle. Gently remove the gimbal from its case. Right out of the case, screw on the tripod stand to place in front of you. Make sure you have a flat surface available that you're able to stand over to make adjustments easier. Set your base with the control stick aimed at you. Unlock the pan lock and spin until the roll motor is in front of you, then relock. Unlock the roll lock to lift the arm on your right side and relock that in place. This arm can be the most difficult to adjust while the camera is attached, so a good starting point is to have the arm as far out as possible. Lastly, adjust the plate grip to be parallel with your surface and relock. With everything locked in place, you can slide the camera into the plate grip. Pulling the red tab allows the camera to slide in all the way, and lock it by spinning the entire adjustment knob. Now we can start balancing. Unlock the tilt lock and point your lens directly upward. Gently let go and see where you're at.
If your camera falls back, it's too top heavy and needs to be lowered. If your camera falls forward, it's too bottom heavy and needs to be lifted.
Adjustments will need to be hairline movements. The line tickers are only guidelines, and it will not fall directly on one of the printed lines. Once it can be balanced upwards, double check to make sure your adjustment knob is locked, and then point the camera forward. Now you will be using the horizontal adjustment lock. This lock has a little give to it when it's not locked all the way. So during adjustments, be sure to lift the camera for an easier slide and make sure the lock is tight when you are testing. Just like before, if your camera falls forward, gently slide the camera back towards you. If it falls backwards, gently slide the camera forward. When this step is complete, you should be able to tilt the camera in any direction and it will stay in place. Due to the weight and shape of the Blackmagic, you'll want to attach the large counterweight onto the arm just below the tilt motor lock. Now when you are ready to unlock the roll motor lock, it will likely fall one way, so be sure you are ready to catch it. Make your minor adjustments left or right, and once the camera stays parallel with the surface, you are balanced. The final and most tricky axis to balance is the pan axis. Start by estimating the center point of the camera and try to place it directly over the stick. Then lift the entire gimbal and tilt 45 degrees in either direction. If the camera stays pointed forward, it should be good to go. If it spins, try to feel which direction the camera is pulling and adjust forward or backward to find the sweet spot. Once you feel your gimbal is balanced, let the gimbal test your work. Make sure all red switch motor locks are unlocked before you turn the gimbal on. Press the center red button to get the main menu. Scroll down to the Advanced tab and press right to accept. Highlight Balance Check and press right again. It will then check 3 of the 4 axes to let you know if you are well balanced or if you need to make other minor adjustments. Finally, test your motor strength from the menu.
Above Balance Check is the Auto Tune feature. This calibrates your motor strength based on your camera's weight.
Then leave the gimbal to do its little dance, but be prepared to catch it on the roll axis. This motor, more than others, can give out due to its wide weight distribution. If this happens, it means the motor was shut down to protect itself, and you should check your gimbal's battery life or manually check your balance again. When the dance is complete, it will display the power levels for each motor. Anytime that you add or subtract weight from the camera, you'll need to do the whole process from the beginning. Balancing is a skill in itself, and once you do it a few times, the process will not take as long to get it right. After you get comfortable with balancing just the camera, it will be on to learning more features and maneuvers that the gimbal has to offer.